All right, so what's up, guys? In today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to spectate some #1 players. We're going to start with Storm. So believe it or not, actually looking at this chart for almost every single competitive rank, you're going to have Storm actually pretty high up, aside from, like, say the bronze area. But silver, gold, plat, diamond, diamond plus, even grandmaster plus, Storm is still the #1 win rate character right now, with actually a pretty low pick rate, which is pretty crazy. And then we have Celestials, where it starts to change a little bit. She drops down a few spots. So anyway, I figured we'll spectate the #1 Storm right now in Marvel Rivals, and then we'll go into some other characters in another video. But let's get started. So the #1 player for Storm right now. Okay, so Roblox God 182 is actually the #1 ranked Storm player right now. Even though these other guys have a little bit of a higher KD, a little bit of a higher win rate, they're actually not ranked as high. So that's why this Storm we can actually spectate, because he's in the top 500. So we're going to be spectating Roblox God 182. If you guys know his actual username, if this is just one that he uses on the side, let me know. Post that down below in the comments. But let's get into the gameplays. All right, and then for you guys that want to see his profile for this season, he's been playing a lot of Storm and a lot of Torch, a lot of flying characters, really, because he's also playing Iron Man. But anyway, this is his Storm stats right now, if anyone cares. But either way, we're going to go into the gameplays. So first, we're going to start off with this crazy gameplay. He goes 39-2 with 36 assists. So he was absolutely the difference maker, or one of the top difference makers in this game, because their Magic and Psylocke did pretty good too. Actually, so did their Emma. But anyway, we're going to get into this one and kind of go over, see what this guy's doing differently, or what his team's doing differently to help him be the #1 Storm right now. Actually, let's see what bans they got. All right, guys. So most commonly, Human Torch is very annoying. He's one of the highest banned characters right now, and that's obviously one of Roblox God's best characters too. But Human Torch gets banned all the time now, so I'm sure that's why he's playing Storm instead. All right, so they're starting on attack. Got the Emma blocking. Obviously, she's using her damage boost here. I'm gonna try to point out if I notice that she switches to the movement at any point, because obviously, you know, you don't see too many people actually utilize that. Obviously, one thing you can already tell is she's extremely accurate. Now let's go over the team comps that they got. So they got a Psylocke, they have a Luna, they have a Loki, they have an Emma, and they have a Magic. So they pretty much got, I don't want to say a dive comp, but they do have somewhat of a dive or flank comp with the Magic, the Emma, and the Psylocke. That was a great play. Cap was done quick. Now, I'm a little surprised that they're not using an Invisible Woman to use the shields with the flying characters, but I guess with the dive comp that they have, or the flank comp that they have, you're not really going to see them need that too much, because they're always going to be applying pressure with the other people on the team. Okay, so she's obviously going to go for the back line. This is smart here. She's actually waiting out as far as she can the ult, so that way they can do as much damage and not have to worry about them getting healed over. This is just an unfortunate. Wow, she survived that. That was amazing. Great play by that Luna. That ult saved them so much. Cap done again. I'm gonna see if I can notice what their Psylocke and Magic are doing too. How it's letting the Storm kind of live so freely. Because as you can see, the Storm's kind of sitting back, you know, just taking picks. She's not really in the middle of it. And if she is, she tries to back up like she is now. Oh, I didn't think she was gonna get picked there. She got picked actually by the Psylocke. Psylocke's doing some damage to their team right now. They just got 2-3 picks. All right, so they got to reset here. So she's trying to save her from the Psylocke. Trying to take out the clones. Wow, that Emma got ripped. Psylocke's using the clone ability. She's trying to save the healer. Oh my god. All right, at least she has her ult now. She's probably gonna go for the back line. Got the first healer, goes for the second healer. Now goes for the Thor. Thor's almost dead. Good. Used her combo there with the E. Psylocke's already trying to flank. Wait, who switched what? They switched. I didn't even realize they switched off of Emma for a second. Yeah, I'm not sure what switched. Oh, you know what? I think the Emma or whoever was Cap before switched to Emma and someone switched to Mag or something like that. That's probably what they did.
Your powers are mine.
Wow, she's just ranking up ult right now.
I am ready to put on a show.
Ooh, did she live through that? Oh, wow. Their Luna's coming in clutch during this, too. All right, we got another ult here. Wow, did she knowingly protect herself with the moving building right there? Because if she did, that's wild. Also seeing a lot of magics, a lot of Psylocks in high elo too. Obviously, most of these characters. I mean, Loki's really good right now. Emma's really good right now. Luna, I'm tending to see more of. We were seeing a lot of Rocket early on, but maybe after this buff, we're gonna be seeing a lot more Lunas now. But Luna just got a damage range buff. It's not as much of like a healing or a normal damage buff. Yeah, just to save with her ult there. All right, so let's see where she's sitting right now on attack or defense. Yeah. Oh, the Psylocke's up there. That's a cool spot. I actually never go up there when I play Psylocke. I usually go to the far right where there's like a staircase, and I wait on that staircase because you can like, it's hard to explain, but you can kind of sit below the staircase and see over your head into the spawn, and then I'll just use my invisibility and then just go from behind and see what healer I can take out when I play Psylocke on this map. Wow, absolutely ripped. Now didn't Storm get nerfed at least in one of the recent updates? Not the one that just happened a few days ago, but like a month ago. I haven't really seen so many people play her until recently. I don't know if it's just kind of like a flying characters meta right now, or just more people are getting better with Storm again. But I've been seeing Storm and Johnny so much. Okay, so they still got two behind them.
My blade seems sharp.
I guess the magic probably called them out. Wow, get rid of that Psylocke real quick. And this is also one of my favorite Storm skins in the game. I've only seen a few. I mean, I think there's only like 3 or 4, right? But this is definitely my favorite. This one you get from doing the challenges or whatever, the quest challenge points or whatever it's called. It really doesn't take that long. You just have to play a bunch of different characters to finish the challenges, which can kind of be annoying. But yeah, as you can tell, she's insanely accurate. Or he. Holding the ult here. I wonder what what they're gonna wait for. Maybe to have their team spread out a little bit more. They all could be saving their ults to point save and to push them back when they all come back. Because they have 4 ults right now and they're about to have 5. Did Luna just use hers? Luna might have just used hers. Storm's probably gonna use hers when she comes around this corner. I don't know. Too many people died now. I'm surprised she didn't use it. I guess they did push them all back. If you could add one character that's not in the game, who would it be and what would their ult be? That's such a great question. I feel like it's cheesy to say like Blade or Gambit just because we already know they're coming at some point, but I really would love to see those guys in the game. I'm trying to think of like a different character. That's a tough question. Who would you do? They're just all ult crashing right there on defense.
Only 60 seconds left.
I'm gonna give you an answer once we get to the end of this game, because I want to think about it a little bit too.
Finding our groove.
Now, she does end up getting, like, what was it, 39 or 41 kills in this game? Let's see, what does the scoreboard show now? So right now she's at 35. So they do end. It looks like they do end up holding them here. Wow, they just completely have them controlled right here. Now, one thing to notice too with this #1 Storm player is she's not playing, not even really in the middle. She's mainly just almost sniping with Storm, you know, on top of her healers. Wow, they are not getting out. Now, this is my one complaint with Fantastic. A good Fantastic can be amazing, but when you have a Fantastic that is just running up and almost like not helping the healers get their ult charge, and he's just getting destroyed, it's just throwing you guys. They need more damage there because no one's getting killed. All right, guys, so this is the #1 Storm. This is the second gameplay. We have him going 46 and 11 just because I want to see how he kind of gets countered in this game versus the other game where he only died once or twice. He has 20 final hits and does 41k damage. So we're gonna spectate this one, see what's different here. Hoping this is a different map. Is this not a different map? I think is this the same map? Oh no, it's a different map. Thank God. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see. What do they ban? Because now, guys, this is like the top 500, so I'm just curious what they're banning. And again, Human Torch is pretty much always gonna get banned. Psylocke, Emma, pretty common. Groot, pretty common. So, all right, so let's see how they deal with this. So they're on attack the first time around. Let's see what they got. So they got a Loki, they got a Fantastic, a Cap, a Luna, and an Iron Fist. Iron Fist is also one of the top bans right now too. I think it's like a 29, around 30% ban rate. And then they got an Atom, they got an Iron Fist, a Cap as well, Mag, Fantastic, and a Rocket. Okay. Now, like I was just saying in the last gameplay, is I'm curious how some people use Fantastic, because I swear that Fantastic, I don't want to say is like a throw pick, but sometimes you really need extra DPS, and I think Fantastic is just kind of almost like ult feeding your healers, really. So I'm curious how this one plays, and it looks like this one's already playing a little bit better than the last one, whereas like he's running back to his team, and he's not just throwing by running in and dying. And he's also getting shielded by the Mag, which I think is really smart too, because they're almost using the Fantastic to front line, and their Mag is standing back and shielding him now. Okay. Now you can already tell this game's a little bit more hectic. Again, Roblox is now sitting back with the healers just like last game, but with they're playing basically a triple dive, if you consider, yeah, I guess, nah. All right, maybe not triple. Well, no. You got Fantastic too with Cap and Iron Fist. Yeah, so triple dive. They are getting pressured a lot more than the last game. Wow, so they double ulted here with Cap? Wow. Okay, I might have been wrong there. I think the enemy team Cap ulted, and then Roblox's Fantastic ulted to kind of like counter, I guess. At least that they did away with that pretty quickly. I wonder how utilized Cap's going to be after the nerf. I don't think the 50 HP was much of a nerf at all, but who knows? I feel like I still see him a decent amount in ranked. Oh, you know what's funny is the Psylocke that we just saw that he was playing against is playing Iron Fist in this gameplay. Yeah, it's I Eat Bugs YT. He was actually playing Psylocke in the last game, so I'm curious how he ends up doing right now. I guess we could look at the stats. That was a great play right there by the Mag. How is Bugs doing? 4 and 2, 3k damage, 6k damage. Yeah, they're getting out DPS right now. I mean, this is my common thing right now with Fantastic, but I mean, Iron Fist also isn't really doing it either. That was good by the Loki. Loki kind of saved her there. That's what I'm talking about, where the Fantastic's too far around the corner. He's not getting healed anymore. He over pushed right there. Let's see. Their Iron Fist is on the left side. Cap's on the left side. I wonder if they're going to try to flank here. It looks like they are. At least the Cap is. Now, again, just to point out, the Storm is still like sitting back basically with the healers, kind of protecting the healers. Oh, wow. The Iron Fist switched off for Iron Fist. I mean, Iron Man. Iron Fist switched off for Iron Man. It was almost a tongue twister for a second. That was probably a really good swap. Man, that must be really annoying getting double dove by Fantastic and Cap in his ult too, and being shielded by Mag. Did they not wait? I guess it didn't matter. Let's see, he's going for the healers. Wait it out. See how smart that was though? So he already knew he was going to be targeted after his ult, and he saw his team dying. So instead of even just trying to get a meaningless pick right there, because the whole team has to reset, he already started going back to the spawn to help his teammates come back and then be able to push together. That's like a very, very, very big difference maker that I see all the time, where people will almost like sacrifice ult, but their team is not gonna be able to capitalize it at all, like, because they're just not together. This is just a little unfortunate because he did go back and do the right thing. He just still ended up being able to be caught a little bit off guard. But it looks like they're gonna survive this ult. The Lunar counted that ult. Fantastic in his ult, so I gotta say, are actually really annoying. Ooh, Mag with the shield there on the Iron Man. Their Mag's playing really, really good. Let me see. Let me look at that Mag. How's he doing? He's 7-4, 8k damage, 5 final hits, 4 assists. I'm surprised he doesn't have more assists, but I guess he doesn't get assists for the bubble, right? Probably not. But their Mag's definitely being a way bigger of a difference maker than I think people are realizing. Or maybe not.
Another final 10 seconds. It's okay. Admit it. You need
This is pretty wild because they end up winning this round, but you wouldn't really think it right here. This must be a big ult right here by one of them. Oh wow. All right, so here I'm assuming she's gonna try to take this out first and then ult. Wow, doesn't try to ult here? She's probably gonna die now. Wow. I'm so surprised that she didn't die there. That was just great heals. Oh my god. I'm surprised he can use his ability to draw shield before doing that. He was probably just trying to point save. Wow. I'm like trying to figure out who's hitting that hard. It's got to be the Luna, and the Loki on their team is just coordinating who they're firing at. Because you'll see that it almost looks like people are getting sniped right now. Oh, she tried to ult to save. Goes after the healer. Draws the ult. It's good. Nope. She's going to die here. Oh, gets saved by the Luna. Great job. Actually paying attention to the DPS and knowing when they need heals. That Iron Man is doing everything he can not to die, bro. Oh my god. Wow, he actually got away from that, got healed, and got an ult off. That's pretty wild. But his ult didn't mean anything there. Wow. I feel like they're Bugs, who's playing Iron Man. He's still doing a good job. He's just getting caught out of position. He's just not using the environment to protect him that much. He's kind of just wide out in the open. Like that top corner that he's playing off that building, you should just play. I guess here if he's going for that, but he just needs to sit behind the building a little bit more and kind of bob and weave with it. Like almost like what she's doing right here in a sense. You know what I mean? Like she's using the wall to her advantage. I guess now it's kind of straight, but you know, before a little bit she was doing more of that. Good ult. Counter ult by the cloak. Again, she's going back, bobbing and weaving a little bit. Probably gonna ult here once this cloak ult is done. Yep. Waits for it. Waits for it. Goes after the healer. Looking for the second. Trying to get the Iron Man out of there. I almost say Iron Fist every time. I don't know why. Let's see who saves this. They switch to a Venom. Does the Venom end up saving this right here? Who ends up winning this round? Venom gets a kill. Gets traded with Cap. Someone switches to a Strange. Oh, I'm sorry. The other team switched to a Venom for it. Yeah, their Max switched to a Strange. Good pick. Another good pick. There you go. All right, now let's see how they play on defense. So right now, just so you guys know, she has, where is she? 32-6 with 25k damage, 13 final hits, and 29 assists. Bro, they need to make characters have like the same assist rate across the board, because some characters it's absolutely impossible to get assists with, and other characters like all you need to do is touch them once and you'll get an assist for it. It's crazy. All right, this is interesting. Where's she gonna end up sitting? All right, so I guess she's kind of watching the healers in the back here and also watching the dive on the left side, where a lot of people try to go up and get behind on the healers that might sit up, or even like the snipers or sniper characters that will kind of sit up on this ledge on the right side here. Well, they got a Namor and a Hulk combo now. That's a good switch. I wonder how this is gonna work though. Oof. Yo, their cap is getting ripped right now. Where's their cap at? 12-6. Jeez. And the cap on his team is 28-2. Whew. You know what's funny? I never even realized the Storm literally has the most basic crosshair. It's just a white dot. That's it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised they're sitting this close, because the healers on the other team could just sit in the spawn and heal out there. But they all dove out anyway, and she just ran into her heal like that, into her ult. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Let's see. Goes after the healer. Oh, he's definitely getting her before she's out. Yep. Oh, dude. They spread way too far. What's crazy is I think they end up getting the first point, which I would not expect right there. The Iron Man just barely got that off. All right, so now she switches to her damage boost. So obviously, I mean, you know, I hope it's obvious, but obviously the Storm, when she's getting chased or when she's trying to get up to the point, she's obviously using her movement boost, and then as soon as she's within range to actually hit enemies, she switches over. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's her shift ability. So it's like the blue ring versus the white ring. Wow, she got ripped there. That was the cap. I mean, the Mr. Fantastic. She must have got hit by somebody else too. Maybe it was the Namor that like hit her or something beforehand. I'm not gonna lie, it looks like they're switched it pretty good by switching to a Namor here. But I still think they need more damage or somebody to try to focus Storm more. The Iron Man's doing a good job. I think the Fantastic would just need to make a switch here. Or their cap. I mean, I don't think their cap's playing too good, right? Oh wow, the cap ended up going on a crazy streak. Their cap is now 22-6. Other Cap's just watching. Let's see. She's probably gonna ult here. Yep. Who just ulted there? Yeah. The other team's Cap just ulted. Good picks. Wow. Guys, let me know what hero we should spectate next, because I wanted to do Iron Fist, since Iron Fist is like the #1 band or one of the top bands right now, and Human Torch too. Those are two definites that we're gonna do. But after that, I'm kind of just open to whatever. I kind of want to do another spectating video on the top Psylocke, just because Psylocke's one of my best characters right now and one of my favorite characters to play. So we're probably gonna do a spectating video on the #1 Psylocke, but other than that, I don't really know who I want to do lately. Mr. Fantastic probably be a big good one too. It really just all depends on what #1 player or top player has their matches open. It's very rare that you find a #1 player like Roblox right now as Storm to have their VODs like public that we can watch. Most of the top players, they actually have their stuff privated. Obviously, they want to avoid getting targeted banned too, because a lot of people do that target ban stuff right now, which is super whack. But that's what people do. It really did shock me how many people actually use that though. Like either me or one of my boys who I typically play with. It's either one of us that gets target banned every game. It's terrible. Well, she's gonna ult here.
I am ready to
Nope.
put on a show.
Probably gonna wait, I guess.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Is she going after? Trying to protect the healers, didn't really work. Did Storm's ult get weaker though? I feel like her ult doesn't look as strong as it was before. Unless I'm tripping. He's trying to hold the ball. That's actually so funny. Does he have ult here? No? Their Luna probably does. Nope, they both died. Oh, it's over. Oh, that's so funny. I don't think I've ever seen somebody actually just stand in front of the portal and block it like that. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably the first time I actually saw somebody do that, one of the top players. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on Storm. Let me know who you guys want to see next, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.